Eric DIY here with another repair video. Today we're going to replace the flush valve, which is this whole unit right here with the flapper and everything. This is broken, so it kept leaking after I made that fill valve repair. So now I have to replace this whole thing, but once it's done, it's practically a brand new toilet. First step again is to turn your water off. Just turn that all the way to the right. I've had it off though, because I know it's gonna have to do this repair. We're gonna have to take off the water supply to the bowl. If it's really hard, just go on the very bottom here, turn it righty. You want to turn it the opposite way that we usually do a screwdriver. Right on the bottom there. Then once you get it loose, you just turn it by hand. And then the water supply will not be connected to the toilet, but make sure you have it off before you do this. Before we do anything with the water supply, other than turning it off, you want to flush it. Now I've left this empty overnight. Then you want to get the remnants of it with a sponge. Just put a sponge in there, wipe up any water. The bolts inside the tank are held on over here with these little things here. These are plastic, which I'm a little confused about because usually they're bolts. Probably gonna try grabbing them with this. You just hold it there and unscrew it. Flathead on it. We're gonna hold here and unscrew from the top. Now that you see the overflow fill valve, I tried super gluing it just as a quick fix for the video yesterday. So that snapped right off, and that's what happened yesterday because it's brittle and old. We're gonna take our flathead screwdriver, put it in here, and we're gonna take our channel locks and hold that white plastic thing below and just unscrew this whole thing. So, it is turning, that's the good news. There we go, I got it loose on the bottom, so I'm just gonna try holding this with the screwdriver. Hold on the bolt. I unscrew this with my fingers after I got it loose. There we go. If they just had a socket and a regular nut there, it would be a lot easier. And the kit that we bought comes with what we need, so it's not going to be this little plastic washer. It probably came with the toilet that way. Then you pop the bolt out from below. I'm going to do the same thing on the other. There should be a black washer that comes with this. You'll get black on your hands. These deteriorate over time, so it's good practice to, if you're going to take the whole thing off, to replace the bolts in the washer, which that also comes with the kit, so that's all good. And now the other bolt. Where it is, hopefully, as much as we can with the screwdriver. Then we'll get below with the channel locks, grab that plastic washer, and twist it till we can move it with our hand. And we're good. Then we got the two bolts out that was holding the tank down. We just make sure everything's disconnected water-wise. And then we're gonna lift that off, and we're gonna put it right here on top of this rug / towel. And that way we have a place to work on this. Make sure that you don't drop the tank because it's made of porcelain and it will shatter. Taking the tank off, two hands, bend with the knees, lift it right off and put it right here. We're gonna have to be working on this side to get the thing off, so that's why I put it this way. So that way you can pull off the washer, and then we have to get this off to get the part in that we need. Now that we have the tank off the toilet, I just want to show you that I'm going to be using this Fluidmaster Universal Adjustable Flush Valve Kit. You need to know the size of your flapper, and the way that you do that is you want to measure the pipe here. You'll see that's just about 2 inches. So I know I need the 2-inch kit, but they do have 3-inch kits for other toilets, so make sure that you know what size you need. It'd be either 3 inches or 2 inches. The kit's gonna have everything you need in it, including replacing all these gaskets and everything. First thing we're gonna do over here is remove the gasket. Fluidmaster has a removal tool. That's so you don't have to go buy some channel lock pliers. It's gonna fit there, and it looks like it kind of fits, so we'll try this out, but if not, you would need some channel lock pliers to get this off. That was really easy, actually. So their tool works. It's pretty nice to have it all in one kit. And then we'll just take it off by hand here, and it's lefty loosey ready tight like a screwdriver. And then we're gonna pull this whole thing out. When I pull it out, it's still attached to the flush handle. So I'm gonna unhook this, and that's what we needed to take out. That would have the pipe on it again if it didn't break off. Mine broke off, and if there's any leakage of water, it's gonna go right down the drain and keep refilling the tank. So you need to make sure that this is all working. The good thing about this universal kit is it comes with hardware, so they can put new stuff in. And it also comes with 2 different rubber sealers. It also comes with the flapper I already have on here. I kind of like these. You can adjust them for how much flow you want to go down in the toilet, so I can easily match it up with my old one right here. I'm gonna go back on the side here, but I'm gonna put this part of it down first. The thing that you have to do though is you have to take this washer off. And this cardboard doesn't belong there either, because this is a rubber gasket that's going to seal it on the bottom. of your toilet. Now we put the ribbed part without the washer down below. I'm gonna match what it was doing before. And we're gonna pull it through the bottom. There you go, you push the gasket all the way through. Just know that when you go to put the gasket on, there's 3 types of gaskets. There's a regular, we have a Gerber toilet, so we actually have to use both. And that's not exactly the most understood by these directions, but you have to use the black part of this, you rip off these little legs, and then you put the red gasket inside of the black gasket ultimately. But I'll show you how to do that on the toilet. Just know that for Gerber, you got to use both. And if you have a Kohler toilet, it's just a one. So that's not exactly the most clear on the directions. For Gerber brand toilets, they want you to put this black thing on there. They had a white ring. I'm not finding that white ring anywhere, so I guess they mean this ring to go on there. But you're gonna hold where you want the valve to be on the inside. Put the black gasket on, and then you're gonna put the white thing on to tighten it in. Again, holding gasket on the inside where you want it, and then we'll use our tool to tighten it up eventually. That's after you rip the 3 legs off of the thing there. Let me just double check and make sure this is where I want it. Yes, it is. Cool. And then we're going to tighten up the tool. They said to hand tighten it, to tighten, and then give it like half a turn more, but don't over tighten, which makes total sense. So you're trying to get the rubber gasket on the inside to seal as well. Their tool is really quite useful though. Then we take the red gasket and put it right in there on top of this valve. There you go, I got the red to stay on there. You gotta kind of force it in there. It's just gotta seat really well, so that's all we're hoping for. And now we're gonna lift up the whole tank and put it back on there. Okay, you can see that I have these screw holes lined up. Now this kit comes with 3 screws. That's because the Kohler toilets take 3 of these. So for the top, I'm gonna take our screw and a rubber washer, which is supposed to fit tight, so that's good that it does. It's useful to use the new hardware. Don't use the old stuff. If you're gonna do this, I'm gonna do another screw and washer, and that goes inside the toilet like so. And then on the bottom, you're gonna take the thread portion of that thing, put the washer towards the toilet, and then the screw, and just screw it in. You could use a wrench for this, which will probably be better because those little plastic things gave me a little bit of trouble. So that's what we're gonna do on the underside. We're gonna be screwing this in into those bolts. I'm reaching underneath, putting the washer on first, and then the screw, and I'm gonna just do it by hand at first, and then we'll tighten it up as we go. We want a nice seal versus those rubber washers against the toilet so that no water leaks out. Put the screwdriver just to hold that down while I tighten up from below. I'm just gonna try my channel pliers, my small ones, and I'm gonna turn this until it's tight. And by the way, I'm going lefty for tightness here, opposite what you usually do for a screwdriver. Or you could just hold on to the nut and try screwing it in. Don't over tighten, because if you do, you can break the porcelain. It just needs to seal up. And that should be good right about there. So you're just gonna do the other one the same way. You just gotta tighten up the bolt underneath. Next step, really easy. Get your chain. This was attached there, so you just unhook it and hook it up to the flush mechanism, if you will. And then just test it. It should go up and down. Now mine, I wrapped around a little bit, the old one, a little bit more because it was a little too loose. So I just took this and wrapped it around a little bit more. Taut, but not too taut to flush the toilet. Let's see if that'll work. Yeah, because you don't want that metal cable to get underneath there. You just turn the flapper to what you need. Again, if you can get it to be towards the minimum, you'll save more water. Then you just gotta make sure that it's against that thing. But I think we're good. Nothing's leaking at all. No water has gone down. And then this part, we just have to have it go down here to fill. And the good news about the Universal one is this is supposed to be 3 inches from the cap. So that is about 3. But if you had to go higher, you twist this to the left and you go higher. And then it's supposed to come with a clip too. I don't know where I put the clip right now, but you just clipped it on the side to keep the tube going in. So we want to put our water supply right underneath the input of the fill valve and then turn this on there. Again, do this by hand so that way you know you're getting it on the right way. And there'll be no problems. You don't want to strip anything here or else you have to replace this whole thing. We're gonna tighten it enough so that it's tight enough with the washer inside. All right, let's test it by putting the water on. And as you can see, it's filling, and we're looking for any leaks underneath the toilet here. No leaks at all. No leaks, and we make sure that's filling from here, which it is. So it looks like we fixed our toilet. I also noticed that the red tool has some measuring there, so you can measure how many inches you are with the water line and this and that. But that's about an inch above, so that's where it belongs. Again, you can adjust that if you need to. And if we do about that, it's about 3 inches to the top of the fill valve. So we're looking good. Let's give it a final flush. I'm gonna check for water in the back. No, ship shape finally. Flapper closes. Well, it does clamp down on it, so I'm gonna have to adjust that. Anywho, we have now finally fixed it. The flush valve kit has a 2-inch flapper, so we're good to go. The toilet just got to fill. I got to put the cap back on and clean off the toilet, clean up around the floor. I got a little wet there, but other than that, that is how you replace a flush valve in your toilet. If you like this video and you want to see more like it, please give us a thumbs up and push that subscribe button below. While you're down there, also push on the bell notification icon so that way you'll be notified of future Eric DIY video releases. Please put comments below. Those also help as well. We'll see ya. Have a great night. Eric DIY. Peace out. As always, if you like this video, found it useful, please subscribe. And if you have a product that you would like reviewed, please contact Eric by emailing him at eric5150diy@gmail.com. Have a great day.